Benidorm Enthusiast here with Benidorm Stuff YouTube channel. For today's video we're going to be taking you for a look right the way down the Avenida Mediterraneo. We're starting here at the Brunch Box. It's a brand new cafe recently opened, and we're going to be skating right the way down the Avenida Mediterraneo to the new part that's been recently finished at the Plaza Triangular. So this is the Brunch Box. It's really stylishly decorated. It's got a really welcoming, cosy, comfortable feel. We've just sampled the coffee and it was really good. So I'm here with Chris, who took the brave decision to open the Brunch Box right in the middle of the crisis. What brought you to that point, and how's it been going?
Well, the idea actually came back in April when we wanted to open up our own place, and we thought there was a big demand for modern food and a cafe with a nice modern experience. And so far it's been going pretty well. We've been working mostly with the residents, and we opened up in mid-August. And the demand that we had was spectacular with tourists and everything. Of course, the situation has developed and it went worse. So we've been working with local people. They've been doing fantastic at the minute. And yeah, good job.
I really like the feel of the place. It's definitely something different for this area. So that's great. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. See you.
Alright, I feel ready now. I've had my caffeine fix for the morning, and a very nice one it was as well. And the sun is just warming up. So I'm going to skate right the way down the Avenida to Mediterraneo to the newly refurbished Plaza Triangular, showing you what's open on the way. It is starting to warm up a little bit. The nights over the last few days have gone really cold, really feeling the chills in the evening. But once the sun gets out, it does warm up. Temperatures are peaking at the moment, around 18-19 degrees, which is still fantastic for November. But yeah, the night times do get very chilly. Beautiful blue skies still, look at that behind me. Gorgeous blue skies. Once the sun's out, it is lovely. So on this first roundabout that we come to on the Mediterraneo, we've got Vespa Cafe, which is a really nice little cafe. They do a beautiful caramel latte and a pumpkin spice latte to die for. Definitely worth checking out. Carrying on along the Mediterraneo. Really not sure about these central bike lanes that they've put in. A little bit dodgy if you ask me. Here's another really nice cafe opposite the betting shop, Cafeteria Uliana. You see that behind me? Another lovely little cafe. And next door to Uliana is Viña del Mar, popular little cafe at the bottom of the road next to Talk of the Coast. Moving along the Mediterraneo, on the other side of the Riador Hotel is Four Kings. That's a popular one amongst the British. Next to the Black Chicken and the Palladium, down that little side alley where it meets the Mediterraneo, that's the Four Kings. These shops are closed for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. Very sad to see. Another cafe, bakery cafe here on the right, Granier. Fantastic pastries and cakes in that one. Just look at that beautiful blue sky. Gorgeous weather for November. On the other side of the Mediterraneo is La Ricotta. I don't think that's open at the moment, but I do know there's a fantastic little Dutch bar just down this side street, so we're going to go and show you that. street of the Mediterraneo is Gran Café de Leeuw, also known as the Lion in English, the lion being a big symbol in Dutch culture. Let's go have a look inside. Just look at this place, it's absolutely stunning. The bar's based on one of the most famous, most popular bars in Amsterdam, and you really could think that you were in Amsterdam sitting in here. In the restaurant part, it's almost as if you're in a museum. Just look at this fantastic painting behind me, The Night Watch by Rembrandt, who was, of course, born in Holland.
Nou knip ze het door uit. Ja, lekker. Kan die maar opzetten. Oh, dit is blauw.
They have an extensive menu here at De Leeuw. International cuisine with a Dutch twist. We'll definitely be back to try some. Carrying on down the Mediterraneo now. It's warming up nicely. It's got to be coming up to about 17 degrees, I think, now. Santa Margarita, another cafe bakery. Very pretty looking from the outside. Not been in yet. I'm sure they do cake. And fortunately the main British pubs along this stretch have had to close for the winter. Silver City, there you are, that's closed up for the winter period. Closed until March, it says on the blackboards. We will hopefully get to see some Brits returning when the travel ban is lifted. Unfortunately, with the new required PCR test, it's putting, I wouldn't say it's putting some people off, I would say it's making it quite impossible for some people. Financially, it's just not possible for families to be forking out an extra 100 quid per person to pay for these tests to be able to enter Spain. There is pressure from the tourist sector to accept the antigen test rather than the PCR tests, which are cheaper and faster. But as yet it's not happened. You must have the PCR test before you can enter Spain. Another British pub that's had to close for the winter. M23, Med23, part of the Piccadilly group. Look at all these shops closed. So sad to see all these shops closed. But as you can see, there's just nobody about, especially this British side of Benidorm. You get into the old town, it starts to feel a little bit more like normal. There's a Häagen-Dazs cafe ice cream parlour. Do a delicious brownie in there, might have to go and sample another one of those. Just coming up to the end of the Mediterraneo, where it meets the Europa and the new Mediterraneo starts. Got Tony Roma's behind me, ribs and steak restaurant. And on the other side of the road, great pizza place, pizzas for you. Great value, they do a good menu in there, special menu. Almost up to the new part of the Mediterraneo now. If you saw our video that we did on this refurb of this area, you'll know I mentioned that there were actually going to be 70 of these new lights putting up. Now they put up 3 or 4 up around the Plaza Triangular and it stopped really. We didn't see anything for a long time and now they're just continuing with these new lights. Once they're all up, it will look spectacular. I'm really excited to see it. So this is the new part of the Avenida Mediterraneo. Nice wide pavements. It's one way down this part now and only authorised traffic is allowed through. So if you work in this area, you live in this area. Apart from that, this should stay relatively quiet with traffic. We've got the beer house, which is open. Nice big terrace, speciality beers they're doing there. A lot of craft beers and ales. Sad to see a lot of the shops down this end are closed at the moment, whether they'll decide to reopen, whether they'll be taken over, reopen as something else. That's Winners where I work. Did work, will work again one day, whenever that may be, when we get to reopen. Coming up to the end of the Avenida Mediterraneo, where it merges into the Plaza Triangular. The roundabout at the end is where they had planned for a big tower. Not sure if that is still the plan. The fountain is still a work in progress. Here you can see inside the tower, but it looks like they're going to be doing something there. There's all the electric cables. Perhaps that is still the plan, to build a big tower. We will have to see. Loads of the lights up around this area now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 15 just in this plaza area. That's all from us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our little update video. Leave us a comment, let us know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at the Benidorm Enthusiast. Stay safe.